Okay, the first chord that we are going to learn is the G string. As we said, chords are the foundation of all guitar playing, so let's get to it. Your G chord is going to be played with 3 fingers on all of the 6 strings. You're only going to press 3 of them down. The first one will be with this 3rd finger. Remember, we're calling this 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pretty simple, and you will have a T for thumb when the thumb reaches over on the other side, and you'll see that periodically. Alright, the first one will be the 3rd finger on the low E string, and remember, when I say low, I mean the low sounding, not physically lowest to the ground, because that's actually the highest string. That's the lowest string, that's the highest string. Alright, the low string, 3rd fret, 1, 2, 3, 3rd fret, press it down. Go ahead and actually see if you can do that a little bit. This is actually technically called a hammer-on, and you'll learn that if you continue the David Whitestone Intermediate experience. That's kind of fun to do, and actually it has a valuable advantage, so keep doing that. Alright, the next one will be your 2nd finger on the 2nd string, the A string, on the 2nd fret in. So your 2 fingers right there look like that, and you can see the graph there. And your 3rd finger is not going to be your index finger. It's going to be number 4. And you're going to you basically be exactly where this string is, the low E string, except you're going to be on the high E string. See how I went all the way down there to that? That's going to take a little bit of practice. This is the position that you really need to be using for this G chord, and it sounds like this. Alright, now, if someone else is telling you, oh, that's all wrong, you need to be playing it like this, with your 1st finger, your 2nd finger, your 3rd finger, that's cheating. And you can play it that way if you want to, if you can't get it this way. But I absolutely do not recommend you do so, because once you do, you're going to get in a bad habit of playing it that way forever. And the reason is, once you switch to the next chord, you have to totally undo and find, okay, there's the C chord. And then you're going to go to the C chord. When you learn it my way, you're going to play it this way. And all you need to do is switch it also slightly to the C chord right there. That's it. Okay. Alright, so let's get back to this G chord. Number 3 finger, low string. 2nd string, A, 2nd position. And the pinky on the high E string, 3rd fret. Alright, now, as we'll switch positions here, I should say switch camera angles is what I mean, because I want you to see the downstroking that I'm doing with my right hand. This is pretty important. Alright, G position, G chord. Try taking your pick and strumming all of the notes. Do it slowly. If you have one of the notes sounding like this, you're not pressing down hard enough, or there's another finger that's touching one of the other strings. So, practice that until you get the sound right. Until you get it to sound just like mine. Alright, go ahead and pause the video until you get it to sound just like mine, and then hit play again. Alright, now that you've gotten it to sound correct, let's just practice strumming. All we're going to do is a simple down-up stroke. That's all. Remember, this arm has to be the pendulum that keeps the guitar flowing. This is what it sounds like. Good job. Okay, now take your hand off and try to get your finger. I know it might hurt if you're playing this for the first time. Your fingers are probably going to hurt quite a bit. Now go back to the G chord. What's pretty good practice is to hit the chord, release. Hit the chord, release. So let's go back to it. Same thing, G chord. Find the position that we just talked about. And once you have it, play again. There you go. For tons more free videos, free stuff, and a whole lot of more information that you're going to love, check out fastguitarlessons.com. You'll be glad you did.